Alright guys, what's going on? This is my first full traditional YouTube video on this channel, so that's going to be pretty exciting. But in today's video, we're going to be covering my entire freaking gaming setup. Let's get into it. So if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, you will probably not be aware that I moved my entire gaming setup in my basement. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. Now, why did I move all this in the basement? Well, due to the fact that this entire setup was upstairs in a family room, yes, in a ginormous family room that was just shoved in a corner. It was just too much space for me. I did not need all that space. Like, picture yourself walking upstairs and then you just see just a little setup in a corner because the family room was just empty. It was just my setup. But yeah, anyways, in today's video, we're gonna be covering a whole gaming setup too. Let's get right into it. So, you walk in my basement, first thing you see is my main setup. Now, there are two parts to this setup. This is the gaming setup, and then this portion here, which is my workstation setup. So, if you guys aren't aware, I have a little business on the side where I basically build computers for people. I fix them, at a certain fee. I would do all that work here. So, say if someone wants me to build a computer for them, I would do it here. I got a bunch of shit here, like this is my test monitor, but we'll get to that later. For the main setup, let me turn the PC on first. There we go. So, for our displays, we are rocking two 27-inch monitors. This one being, actually, this used to be my old main monitor because I used to have a single monitor setup. But this is an LG, as I was saying, this is an LG 75Hz display, 1920 by 1080p resolution. Moving over to the main display, this is actually I got recently for my birthday in December. This is a Samsung Odyssey G4 240Hz display running at 1080p resolution. I think it has 1 ms. And it has NVIDIA G-Sync, which is pretty neat. Now, coming from someone who has practically gamed on 60 FPS their entire life, when I first got this monitor, it was like breathtaking. Now, if we move on down here, you can see that we got my keyboard. For peripherals, nothing crazy. I'm using a SteelSeries Apex 3 membrane keyboard. Nothing crazy. It does have adjustable RGB via the SteelSeries software, so you can see it's all red. It matches, pretty cool. And then as for the mouse, we're rocking just standard Redragon. It's nothing crazy. I'm not a freaking esports gamer, so I don't need anything fancy. And then at the moment, we have my sim setup hooked up. This is a PXN V900 along with a Logitech shifter. I got this for my birthday too during Christmas time. And to actually get to work with the PXN one, because most of you guys know that Logitech shifters only work with Logitech wheels, I was just able to get an adapter that'll make it work with this wheel. So it's pretty cool. As for the shifter, it's good. Good throws, not too bad. Moving on to the star of the show. This is my gaming PC. Under the hood here, we are rocking a AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, 1650 Super, 16 gigs of DDR4, which I plan on getting 32 gigs soon, along with a 1TB M.2 SSD, 9 fans. It's honestly ridiculous how I was able to fit 9 fans in here. Lian Li Galahad 360mm AIO system. And then, of course, the case is the Lian Li O11 Dynamic. I also got a little screen back there, which is currently not running because it's currently running only 2 monitors. My graphics card is only able to run the 2 monitors. So once I get a new GPU, which I plan on getting soon, I'll be able to power not 1, not 2, but 3 displays. So that is my main PC. Moving down here, we have my second PC. You can't see much on the inside, but this is rocking an i7-3770 Z77 motherboard, H36950 graphics card from AMD, 16 gigs of DDR3. This is an older system, but I use it just for, as a secondary PC. Nothing crazy gaming going into this thing anyways. And plus, I got the parts for free at one point, so figured. This is my Xbox Series X. I bought this actually when it actually came out a few months after. I think February 2021 I got this. This was back when there was a crazy shortage of these and you cannot get a hold of them. And in fact, I think today you still cannot it's hard to get a hold of one, which is wild, bro. Moving on, actually up here, these are my headphones. These are Corsair HS35 stereos. They're wired, unfortunately, but they have good bass and they're actually pretty comfortable to wear. I ain't gonna lie. These are RGB controls to control the strips I got in my systems. This is a headphone neon light, which is pretty sick when you turn it on. You can see there, looks pretty sick. I got my JDM cars here, which look pretty good as well. This is just like a display part of the desk, pretty chill. And then this is my workstation setup, which I kind of connected the 2 desks together. This is my old desk. I bought this L-shaped desk about a year ago. It's literally off of like Amazon. But once you come here, there's nothing much to it. You got my test bench, keyboard, mouse, display. It's an old TV I had. And then on the underside, It's just a bunch of extra shit. I got 2 computers there. Let me know if you want to see some content revolving on that black one, because that is actually a PC you don't see often. So let me know in the comments if you want to see a bunch of videos on this guy right there. Let me know down below. We got a bunch of old Xbox cases and wires and power supplies. I mean, I got a fucking chassis right here with a power supply in it. That's an original Xbox chassis. This is a Cooler Master case that has nothing inside of it. I just have it, you know, as a spare in case, you know, your boy needs to build another computer. This is my tripod, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, it's just, yeah. Very useful. Gonna be using that for a lot of videos, especially. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much my entire gaming setup. I have it in this forward a bit. I have it in this small little room in my basement. It's pretty cozy. It's worth noting actually that we actually have a mat here for my chair. Oh, and by the way, the chair. This is one of those older racing style chairs. They're comfortable. I would not recommend buying this today though. I've had this chair for probably, I want to say 4 or 5 years. Leather is starting to fade away. But it's comfortable, does the job, whatever. I was like 12 when I bought that chair, but all bullshit aside though, this is my first ever, you know, traditional YouTube video on this channel. Let me know if you guys want to see some more content in the description box down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.